Good morning. Yair Wahal is the Chief Marketing Officer at M2Tech. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for being here for this interview. We appreciate very much your courtesy. My name is Pepe Yair, and I'm here today on behalf of the online publication Hi-Fi Life for this interview. So the first question for you is, could you please tell us a little bit about your background and how did you start with M2Tech?
Okay, my background is 30 years in the market. I had some high-end shops. I was distributor in Italy for high-end products. And now we decided to go to making new products, invent new products. And therefore Marco, who was my friend, good friend of mine for many years, he asked me what I'm thinking about new product like this, and we started.
And this is how the company started?
Yes, the company started many years ago when we want to improve my own system at home, and we decided to make an anti-jitter, especially for my home. Marco, as an engineer, he did it very, very well, and this began 1, 2, 3 on.
So you both started the company, Marco and yourself?
At the same time.
At the same time, okay. And how did you got the company funded? What did you get the money to start the business?
We started with his own money, and now we had investment of banks.
So you basically got a loan or something like that? From a bank? A loan?
No, the bank owned part of the company.
I see. One of the private investors is a bank. Okay, I see.
So we invest in the company. Now we are really can go high with the production because we have time to. They think about the economic thing and we think about the products.
Mm-hmm. In which year was that? When did you start?
Last year.
No, I mean when the company started.
I started, it was 2 years ago.
So you're a very young company.
Very young.
How many people right now?
Now there are 7, 8 persons in the company.
And how many countries?
More than 40.
Wow, that's a
all
lot.
over the world.
Okay, then the next question is going to be, I would like to know, I think it would be interesting for the readers of our online publication, what are the most important markets that you are in, the countries, I mean, and if you could define what's a typical user of your products, or if you have a different type of customer, or
well,
just
this
one.
is very difficult because we have many products which are in different prices, because we start with 100 euro product till 6,000 euro product.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very huge. In the middle we have the 1,000 euros. So this is the middle. We started with a 100 euro product, the high face. We started it to bring young people to the hi-fi. People just want to stream music by the computer, but they don't hear the music. So with high face, we can give him the music with the integrated audio-video amplifier even. They can hear the difference and can enjoy the music.
And this is really how you started, right?
Yes.
The Hi-Face is the first
This was our
product that you
aim.
put into
I
the market.
aim to bring the young people to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Then the audiophiles came and said, okay, it's good for us as well, but and we developed system for high-end people like Evo, which is evolution of Hi-Face,
Mm-hmm.
then the young system, and now with the Vogan. It's a very, very high-end product.
So you basically have products for different type of
Absolutely.
customers, as I see,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So the Hi-Face would be for young people.
Yes.
The Evo segment would be for
High-end.
for the high-end market.
Mid-class, young, mid,
Mm-hmm.
and Vogan is high-end, really high-end.
Vogan is the new DAC that is
Yes.
coming soon to the market, right?
Yes, next
Mhm.
month.
Okay. So let me change a little bit of the direction with the questions. In terms of business development, I've heard that M2Tech has an agreement with Tag in the US to market your products there. I do believe this is true, right?
Yes, it is.
And are you planning on widening this type of agreements to other parts of the world, or maybe in?
M2Tech now, we have many distributors all over the world, and one of our distributors is Esoteric in the USA,
Yeah.
which distribute our products in USA, Canada, and Mexico. We have agreement, of course, of production of knowledge, technology, and so on, because they make products which fits our product. We can make it especially for them, they can make it something special for us. We normally sell OM, which means we sell the high face to other companies to put in their CDs or their DACs.
That's a very interesting point, because as I understand, you're not only selling the high face to end users,
No.
but also you're putting the high face into
many
CD
products.
players.
Yes, many, all over the world.
And so you have customers in countries like Germany, France,
Yes, exactly.
for OEM. I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Italy, Japan,
Well,
English.
all over the world.
All over
Sounds
the world.
impressive. So the first USB to SPD converter that I personally had, was the high face. That was like 3 or 4 years ago when I contacted Marco Manunta for the first time, and he told me that M2Tech was developing the drivers for the Mac platform, and this is how I became one probably of your very first customers in Spain. And at that point in time, I think your product was one of the very few converters in the world to do this job precisely as you said before in the interview. And I'm wondering how a company like M2Tech got to develop such a converter. What is the story behind it?
The story is to try to understand where are the problems of the digital domain.
Mm-hmm.
When you understand the problems, you want to resolve them. And you have to think in a way that nobody thought before. Otherwise you're going to copy. You can make it better or worse, but it's only copy. You have to focus your problem and to resolve it. And the high face, for example, is something that nobody did it. We thought about it and we resolved the problems.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way we are approaching many other products.
And this is the way you today develop
Yes.
your product?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Yair, let me ask you a couple of questions in terms of technology. The first question would be, whenever we talk about the digital music reproduction, there are some common words that come to this talking, which like beats, sampling frequency, jitter, and all those concepts. How the products that your company develop tap into those concepts, into number of beats, and into sampling frequency, into jitter. How those concepts are important for the way you develop your products today.
Absolutely. We are trying to get the best sound. The best sound means no jitter. Jitter gives many problems of sound. The sound noise of the motherboard. The beat is not so important, but the frequency is very important, much more important than frequency. So we can go to 384. So
Do you think this is important for
Absolutely.
for having a better experience
Absolutely.
listening to music?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like this, it's like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I
So-
see. And then this other topic, asynchronous USB versus synchronous, this is a very hot topic now in internet, and I do believe that hi-fi is an asynchronous USB converter. What is the difference, and why is that important?
Because if you don't use a high phase, you go synchronic words. So one depends to the other. You have one mistake, you bring it all over. As economic, you have two different computing ways. So no problem, no interface between one another.
Mm-hmm.
And you just get out of the motherboard of the computer. You don't use the computer sound blaster inside. You have your own.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise you cannot use it. You cannot use it. If you want to hear to hi-fi, you cannot hear the music from PC. You need a good app to hear music.
But still, you can have a soundboard that you can plug into your computer, right?
Of course.
That will be a different way to do it. Mm-hmm.
Only as economic.
Okay, I understand. And finally, I would like to ask you if you have a favorite product, and what is your favorite product, and from the ones that your company manufactured today,
Well,
if you have any.
The Vogan, let's say, it's a point of coming, but the Young, I think it's excellent product, excellent. The high face is genius here. And then we came to evolution of this. But if you go to the very high end system, you can put the Young with the power supply, spanner power supplies, and this is a high face evolution,
Mm-hmm.
and very small, tiny box, but excellent sound. If you put it one or the other with the power supply, you have an excellent sound.
It's a very tiny
Yes.
solution, very
Tiny
compact.
solution. You can put till 4 products, and it sounds excellent. Of course, the high face, the Young is absolutely much better because it's designed to be much better. And when you hear it with the power station, which is external supply, power supply, it's wonderful, smooth, and you can put it even in big high-end systems, and it sounds very good.
Mm-hmm. I see. That
You
sounds
don't
very
have to
interesting.
care that it costs so few money. It's only 1,000 euro, but it sounds not like 1,000 euro. Much more.
Okay. And finally, I would like to know if you can say anything about that, and what is in the pipeline for the future. Well, how do you envision the future, if you can do that right now, and if you are considering particularly to get into the computer music reproduction, which I do believe this is
Yes.
the real future for the music.
Of course, when I see outside, I see many clouds, so we'll go only by the computer.
Mm-hmm.
We have many ideas to go in cloud and to do things in another way to solve the problems of good music at home. We want good music, really good music. It's not easy to bring good music with PC, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm. But are you planning into developing new products that
Yes,
doesn't
absolutely.
exist right now?
Of course, like the high face. Nobody did it, we did it. Now we're going to make products that nobody did before.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to develop completely new technology. And
Okay.
this will be our future.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yair. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
My pleasure.